Hello, Scorpios. All right, Scorpios, let's get into it. This reading is for the 20th of April through 27th/28th. All right, hopefully you all are having a great weekend. Happy Easter to those of you all who celebrate Easter. Sending you lots of light and love all over the world. We had a pink moon, a full pink moon in Libra. Yep, we had a full pink moon in Libra. Libra scales, balance, healthy work-life balance, right? So you want to make a definitely want to make sure if you need to make some adjustments, that you have a healthy work-life balance, that you make the adjustments that you need so that you're not overdoing it. You all are in pretty intense signs, so you want to make sure you're not overworking yourself at work where you're neglecting home or vice versa. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. All right. Let's get into it. Let's go. I am kind and generous. I am generous and kind with everyone, right? Okay, so the I am factor, right? Source. Generous and kind with everyone. So I am is source inside. So that means whatever you put out into the universe is what you're coming back. So that's what you see in everyone else. You see that everyone else is generous and kind, or at least they have the ability to be kind and generous with everyone, right? That's what you see in everyone else as well. All right, let's get into it. Let's pull an angel number. Scorpios, let's pull an angel number. Let's pull an angel number. So 292, channel anxiety. So create positive distractions to reroute nervous energy. Your angels are validating that the anxiety and grief you are experiencing can be overwhelming. Your angels are with you presently, so they urge you to channel those emotions into a positive distraction. So clear your energetic space to create an oasis with something. For something. I feel like I need to read with my fingers at this point. For something enjoyable and unrelated to your anxieties by cleansing yourself with water in some way. Take a bath or a shower or go swimming if possible. So I did post and I've been sharing this with people that I've been doing readings with, but I did post something on my TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and then also Instagram of like how to cleanse your auric layer. So if you want to go check that out for the collective community, whoever tunes in to do a cleansing, auric layer cleansing, but channel anxiety. And sometimes it's like with here it says like taking a bath, but that's one of the things, like doing a spiritual bath. So that could be one of the things. Just FYI, But anyway, I'm generous and kind with everyone. And so, but to see that I am in everyone, because, the creator inside of the creator who created all things, somebody may think that they're doing the same thing, even if you don't believe that. But at least believing that the creator created all things in its image, right? So it may not be immediately clear because you all are ruled by the Judgment card, which is the outermost planet. That's a generational planet. But you're also ruled by the Tower card, Mars, which can be an impulsive planet. You and Aries are ruled by the Tower card, which is Mars. It's an energy planet. It's a masculine planet. And when you have a total recall of things, it can cause people to be impulsive. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have an immediate thought of something and it can make you just react to something, right? Mars is a masculine planet. It's a fighting planet. It's a temperamental planet. It's a aggressive planet. Mars is an angry planet. Right, so here's the Two of Wands here. So Source is saying you're leaving that kind of energy behind, especially since you're a water sign. You're leaving that type of energy behind with energies who don't know how to use their fire properly, People who have a temper, they just react. They're impulsive when they get mad, and they they start remembering some stuff that just ticks them off, and you right there with them as a fixed sign, and that they project that onto you, and you right there as the best friend to the very end, like y'all are like kind of a best friend zodiac sign, and you riding with them, right? You're just leaving that behind because it's caused you to lose out on global opportunities, and you're trying to go global. Your inspiration is changing. Your inspiration is changing. You're thinking, I'm getting off the bus. I'm getting off the bus. I was local. I used to do that when I was traveling locally, but I'm trying to travel global. I'm not trying to restrict, where I'm going. I'm trying to go global. So I can't hang out with people who, I mean, doing that when I was a teenager, but as an adult, I'm trying to travel globally. I'm not trying to be restricted hanging out with certain people. I'm not trying to end hanging out with two energies. I'm not just trying to disrupt my peace because of their anxiety. So there'll be two fire energies, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I need to protect my water. I need to protect my water. Try to protect what I created. I can be hanging out with hotheads. I cannot do that. Nope. That's a quick ending of something. This is death, rebirth. That's a karmic cycle. Remember your number. This is your sign. The 8 is a karmic number, right? Things could go left real fast. Your whole life could change just like that. Hanging out with the wrong people. Guilty by association. Hanging out with the wrong people can change just like that. All that you've been working for since the teenager could change just like that in an instant. So Source is saying, what you're doing is learning how to channel any kind of anxiety, creating positive distractions to reroute nervous energy. So when you feel like, okay, you're nervous about something, whatever, you're learning how to channel it. You're learning how to channel it. You're learning how to channel it. And I talk about that a lot. And then we'll talk about the cleansing the auric layer. And I mention it on, like I said, I have, what is it? It's a short, I want to say it's like 30 seconds. I think the shorts are about 30 seconds. Maybe it's, I don't know. It's like, I think shorts are 30 seconds. I want to say they used to be 60 seconds. I don't know what the amount of time is, but it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, it's on Instagram, and it's on TikTok. So it's up there. So it's up there. But anyway, so yeah, somebody's leaving that behind because again, that's, even when you're a teenager, you're not around the right people, somebody's creating something new. So you're generous and kind with everyone. Don't matter who it is, you're generous and kind with everyone. Keeping your vibrations high. And somebody is determined to do the shadow work. So who you used to be around is very different. You're adjusting crowns. You're learning how to use your fire properly. Remember, that's the auric layer. That's the third auric layer. That's the mental body. That's 3 to 8 inches off of your physical body. And that solar plexus chakra, both conscious and both the, like I said, mental processes, right? And so that solar plexus is right before heart chakra. That heart chakra is the middle auric layer that's connected to the heart. The heart chakra serves as the gateway to the upper chakras and the divine energies. That's when you hear people say their head and heart are at war with each other, right? That's why, and I'm not even saying this to be funny. There's certain family members you can't hang out with because you realize certain families are still into certain things that you're not into. So for real, before you even give them a ride to the corner, like they say, oh, you're at family functions or whatever, and they be like, oh, can you give me a ride to like the corner store or whatever? You almost have to pat them down before you get them a ride to the corner store because you don't know what in the world they into. You're like, no, but I can give you bus fare. You're not even trying to be funny. They think you're being shady, but you don't know. You really don't. You have no idea. So So you're just trying to create something new. You trying to create something new. You hear some of the stuff they talking about. You like, oh well, what? Like what are they talking about? Like what kind of conversation they talking about? Right? See, this is a matter of perspective. This right here, Knight of Swords. Somebody could think somebody is running away from something, whereas this could really look like, and I say this on my channel all the time, this could also look like somebody is going out to get some fresh air. This is right here, cleansing by element. If air sign, this looks like an air sign who's going to get some fresh air. But to somebody who doesn't know about elements, fire, air, water, and earth, this could look like somebody running from something. Somebody who haven't even gotten off the lower chakras. Don't even know what they talking about. Improper use of, don't even know what they're talking about. See, this is a year 9. This year 9. Temperance card is the 9th sign, right? Seeing things from a higher frequency, right? The 9th house is all about higher education, philosophy, law, religion, travel, ethics, morals, personal beliefs, spiritual beliefs. So if a person believes that, when a person is away from them, they're traveling the world, they are, they're good spirits, they're, vibrating high, and they're excited about life, and they're on to another phase of their life or a new chapter of their lives. This, for some people, if they are around very toxic, low vibrating people, or they're still hanging around miserable people, misery loves company, what do you thought they thinks that they're also going to go to? They're going to create something miserable. They're going to think they're running from something. When a person who could be hanging around people who know how to use their fire properly will be like, oh, that person, may not have taken a vacation for many years. Maybe in the next phase of their life. Maybe finally they finally getting out, get some fresh air. And maybe they're happy, maybe they're finally traveling the world. It just depends. It just depends. So source is saying your motivation has changed. Your motivation has changed significantly. It has changed. You're creating something new. This is the Ace of Wands here. So you have some new inspiration, new motivation. Here's the Ace of Wands here. New motivation, new inspiration. And you're tossing some things into a burning bowl. Yep. Getting any unresolved whatever in your spirit, you're tossing it into a burning bowl. This is what you're creating, something brand new. You're coming out the depth of emotion, ocean of emotion, even the ocean, salt water, right? Cleansing, depth of emotion, and you're cleansing by fire. Another thing, getting out, sun bathing. This is another proper use of fire energy, sun bathing, bringing all of the elements together with spirit inside of us. The proper use of the element of fire, the sun, connecting with the sun inside of us, the sun outside of us, connecting with the sun within. Everything that you need, that you have it within. So that's what source is trying to help somebody to do. So when you feel like your back is against the wall, you know how to tap in. You know how to tap in. When you feel like all your bowls, you have poured out this and poured out that, poured out this, you know how to tap in. You know how to go back into a resource within. Now go into resource within. So anyway, let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah. So I feel like somebody, and I mentioned this one time before, this is the Six of Cups. Again, this is a gift. Somebody has passed you the baton spiritually of bringing a soulmate into your life, of reminding you, this is a member of your soul community. Somebody has brought a soulmate into your life to help you to, or remind you of the gift of you being a Scorpio. Like I remind you all on my channel of how people see high vibrating Scorpios. A lot of people know high vibrating Scorpios as people have witnessed how people talk about you all behind your backs like this. Even though you all may have experienced loss or death of loved ones behind your backs, and they may have heard people talk negatively, loved ones talk about you all behind your back, but you all don't repay that same hurt behind their backs. When you all are apart from each other. See these two wands right here? They may have heard fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, talk about you all behind your backs, but you all don't repay that same hurt. Not because you all are being phony, but because of the emotional maturity. Maturity enough to know that generationally, this again speaks to the judgment card, that you know how to rise above the judgment. You know how to rise above operating in flesh. You know how to rise above it and see it on both sides. We're talking about duality. You all know how to rise above it. And so you're not going to repay hurt with hurt. That's the beauty of flushing out your water, your moon sign. That's the beauty of it. But by the same token, it's water is reflective of the energies that you're around. So if you're around people who don't know how to use their element properly, in this case fire, people who have talked about you behind your back and you committed to being this ride or die, you got to stay around them no matter what, family members, you got to stay connected to energies, and you're not recognizing that they could be a hidden enemy of yours. They're committing to competing, comparing themselves to you, no matter what family member, or no matter where they fall in family, friend like family, blood relative family, aunt, uncle, cousin, grandparent, whoever family, y'all know what family is, whatever. Mentor family, whoever, y'all know what I'm saying. Niece, uncle, I'm about to say knuckle. Let's put it all together, family, whatever. So it's the saying, you are creating an enemy within you. Because you're just like your LinkedIn. This is the right here, like this number. I can't even turn it to the side, but it's like that infinite. You're aligning yourself with their karma. You're in their karmic cycle. You're in their karma. You've absorbed their karma. They haven't resolved something within themselves, and you're absorbing their karma without even realizing it. Somehow in their spirit, somehow in their spirit, it's like you're up here, they're down here, and there's still a disconnect. If you all can follow what I'm saying here, Scorpios, it's like you're so up here and they're so down here. And this is not for ego. I'm not giving you this example for like ego purposes. Hopefully somebody can follow what I'm saying. But you're so up here, emotionally mature. Emotionally intelligent. It's like you've risen so high above something emotionally, and they're so vibrating so low down here with the gossip, comparing, competing, all of that, that it's almost like they pride themselves with hanging out with somebody like you, but you almost kind of pride yourself in letting them hang out with you, in a sense. So it almost gives you this false sense of protecting them in a sense. But it almost gives them sort of like a God complex. It's kind of a weird dynamic looking at here, but you're really absorbing their cycle. You're not really giving them, you're not allowing them really to have a tower moment so they can learn how to really rely on source, like really go to source to help them, to learn, like to, become. You're not really showing them how to become emotionally intelligent. You're just kind of sort of like, it's like enabling somebody. You're not allowing them to go to a rebirth. You're not really teaching them, how you became emotionally intelligent. So I see money coming across your path. I see money coming across your path. Because you're not paying these two energies any more of your energy. You're not paying these energies any more time, any more of your time. Because you're thinking globally at this point. You have so many opportunities coming across your path. It's not even funny. Because of your emotional intelligence, you have found your tribe. I mean, like you found your soul mate. Soul mate is a kindred spirit, someone who likes to keep people enlightened, somebody who is not gatekeeping, playing games, right? Keeping you in a state of confusion. Emotionally, Scorpios are brilliant. I mean, they're for real. Like, do y'all know there's no hate on my channel for any zodiac sign? Anybody that comes to my channel and says that I hate any zodiac sign, that's a lie. Because I try to find the positives in every zodiac sign. People do a disservice to themselves by overstaying their time in other people's universes, and by staying in places where you are not appreciated, where you just simply tolerated. Once people have a karmic cycle, they haven't resolved something within themselves karmically about you, people, places, and things, and they're projecting something onto you. You got to detach. You got to pray about it first. Source, what should I do? Show me what I'm, whatever steps somebody needs to take. The sources say, go to that person, talk to that person. What can we do to resolve or fix it? Whatever. Somebody still don't want to resolve or fix something. Okay. Try to resolve something as peacefully as possible. So that's what this is. That's what this is. You tossing something from a burning ball. You got so many opportunities coming across your path. It's going to make some people, honestly, it's going to really make some people feel like you are lying about how happy you are. That's all I can say, for real. It's going to make some people feel some kind of way. People are going to think you lying. So I don't even know what to say. It's some people that's going to think that you making stuff up. But that's going to let you know how much you've been carrying people for a long time. And you're going to start taking a page out of people's books who learn how to move through life's storms quietly. They learn how to resolve things quietly. They go to people in love, try to resolve things between whoever, one-on-one, and they just move on. And still, there's some energies who try to use people as pawns, doing shady stuff behind their back, lying, talking about people running away from stuff, whatever. Anyway, so you got money coming across your path. You got money coming across your path. So, congratulations. I do see you traveling. Yeah. It's an end to judgment. It's an end to judgment on the other side. You're going through a very powerful transformation. Into judgment. You're going through a very, very powerful transformation. So you're rising above the judgment. I mean, this is a very like I said, you're going through a very powerful transformation. Of adding structure and authority to something. Adding structure and authority to something. Yeah, you just like harmony. You like real divine connections, like for real, not And the divinity is source within your connections. Like source adds clarity. The devil is confusion. It's that simple. The devil is confusion. Source, the creator, is clarity. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. Period. That's it and that's all. Clarity. If I don't know, I point you to somebody who do. That's it. You don't need to lower other people's worth and value to increase yours. That's it and that's all. You don't know, you don't know. That's it. No human has all the answers to everything. You don't need to play people's God. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. The end. So yeah. So I do feel like somebody is going to be spending a lot of time, learning, spending some time mastering, just kind of like learning how to create, like in their creativity. Again, you all are a water sign. Multiple streams of income, getting clear about your multiple creative endeavors, aligning yourself with people who know how to do this, that, and the other, that kind of thing. You have a lot of ideas. Just aligning yourself with just clarity. Working with multiple things, right? Being kind and generous. That I am factor right there. Just getting structure. That's like pouring your water in clear glasses, right? No murky waters. You ain't dealing with shade. You're not dealing with all that mess. Right? You're learning how to see something from a higher frequency. You have too many ideas and they're about to take off like a rocket. They're about to take off fast. No more mind games. You're done with that. No more mind games. You want people who's down to earth, relatable, all of that. People who are focused, who want to grow. Yeah, who want to grow, prosperous, abundant. All of that, right? Yeah, whole new lease on life. That's a message. Like who wants a whole new lease on life? Yeah, all of that, right? So anyway, yeah, here's the 7 of Cups here. So, keeping your vibrations high. This is the year of the snake. This is the year of rebirth, right? So there's the duality of snakes, right? So this is rebirth. Scales from your eyes have been removed. You're moving on. All right, there it is. There it is. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm generous and kind with everyone. But somebody has poured a lot of creativity into something, so it's time to move on from something. Sweet treat. Sweet treat. Sweet treat. Prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity lies ahead. Clearing. So edge offering arises begin. Okay. All right. Let's get up the road. Okay, so as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will arrive. You shift from mind to God's, such freedom. There we go. Clearing. So somebody's doing a clearing. All right, is there anything else? I think that's it. Yeah. So keep vibrating high. I think that's it. Like I said, there's a lot of expansion ahead. Somebody's coming out of that local mindset and trying to go global with some things. You got a lot of creativity moving forward. You know, you're shedding your old skin, you vibrating high, both in your personal and your professional life. You know, somebody looks like somebody comes from a very creative family. That's what this looks like, very creative. And it's like a lot of options to choose from. You know what I'm thinking about when I look at your cards, you know, Scorpio, is like you may come from a very creative family. Like maybe you come from a lot of siblings or something, just like throughout your entire family, right? But somebody is getting ready to add a lot of structure to something. And so what it looks like is that maybe the baton may have been passed to you. Like sometimes you may have family members that don't know what to do with it. Like some people, you got family members, they just, like, the baton could have been passed to them, but they just don't know what to do with it. And so then it has to go to, you may have been trying to align yourself with people, but they just don't know what to do with it. They so busy fighting with you that you may have to just take the reins and just go with it and find some help with somebody who can help you structure some things that's going to help you, keep you enlightened and not see you as competition. That's what what could this be? That you may have to just say, okay, I'm just going to have to go with where I flow best. Like where I flow best, where somebody don't see me as competition, where there's not going to be no shady mess behind my back, talking about you behind your back, doing no stuff behind your back. We can, you know, so somebody's definitely not going back to that. Somebody's not going to create no drama behind your back. Somebody who's not going to assassinate your character behind your back. Basically, people who are just going to really uplift you and really appreciate you, you know, behind your back. Not somebody going to be jealous of you behind all that mess. Like, I have time for all of that. Anyway, that's what I have for you. That is what I have for you. So, somebody, like I said, so that's how you're going to feel like you have a whole new lease on life. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I'll see you all in the next video. All right. That's what I have for you. All right. Bye.